Go to the line. First personal on Vandy Wettering.
And the Bison just trying to take a page right out of the Jacks playbook and dump it off down low, get good inside position, and you're either going to get a bucket out of it or you're going to get foul shots.
Tom Billiter wants Wenchlog to get emotional. He's a much better ball player when he gets involved in the game in that way, and he makes his first free throw on the night. We're tied at 3 in the early going. North Dakota State coming off that emotional win over the Coyotes last night, and that one won't go. Vandy Wetterling clears it away. This is going to be Showers working against Mundine across the midcourt line. Man-to-man defense again for North Dakota State. Vandy Wetterling, near side. Not just down low to Leiferman. Very patient offense by the Jacks. They've passed up a couple of shots here. Leiferman off balance, won't go. Look at Vandy Wetterling, big, strong, physical player, and that'll give the Jacks a 5-3 lead here in the early going. Quickly up the floor to Manson. Mundine dishes, another turnover for the Bison. Here comes Showers, running the break. Ooh, nothing called off the shot of Natchez, cleared away by Wenchlog. This has got a pace to it in which the Jacks won the first 2 ball games this year, and I don't know if North Dakota State wants to play this up-tempo game.
Well, Ed, you mentioned only 11 turnovers for the Bison last night. There aren't a pace to break that in the first 5 minutes here.
That's right, and they had 20 assists last night, and those are the kind of numbers they're going to need if they're going to beat South Dakota State again tonight. Bauman. South Dakota State loves to run the floor, but when they get into this half-court game, they are a very disciplined team. Showers down low, Leiferman just working on Wenchlog, and Wenchlog's going to get the foul. That's going to be a 3-point play opportunity, and you could see the difference in strength between those two players on that particular play.
Well, Leiferman just put him in his hip pocket, and he just did whatever he wanted with him. Jason really, I think, was just trying to get out of the way, and we'll take a look at it, and yeah, really, he just kind of stumbled, and not a lot of contact, but we've got a chance for a 3-point play here.
So Leiferman comes off with the 3-point play opportunity. Willie Mundine. This is Griffin. First time he's touched the ball tonight. They go down to Lingo. Lingo's got a great first step, and he gets his first 2 of the night. It's 8-5, South Dakota State leading. Still in a man-to-man. There's no magic to this stuff. Both teams running pretty much the same offense. Bauman in traffic. The fade on Griffin. It won't go. Lingo clears it. The break. Mundine. Mundine all the way to the iron, and he'll take it.
Strong break. The numbers did not favor the Bison that time, but they just kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, and came away with a bucket.
Now the Rabbits go back to a half-court game. They got 2 good post players. You wouldn't have to say they're great players. Vandy Wetterling and Leiferman down low, and that'll be another Jacks turnover. North Dakota State with a chance to take the lead here with 16-11 remaining in the first half.
Looked like Vandy Wettering flashed for the ball really quickly. Bauman thought he was going to make the cut, went ahead and threw the ball, and Vandy Wettering let up a little bit.
Again, full court pressure. Griffin needs help, and almost thrown back to the Jacks. So with 16 minutes remaining here in the first half, South Dakota State leads NDSU by a point. There's a timeout on the floor, and we'll do the same. You're watching the NCC 8 live from Sioux Falls, and we'll be back. Well, he thinks that he can be a tough player to defend, and so I think we're going to see a little bit more out of Willie tonight. Showers is picking up Mundine right now. This is Griffin on the near side, Bauman in his face. They bring it up top to Wenchlog. North Dakota State has yet to go to the bench. Manson, a good 3-point shooter. Thank you. It's down. His first 3-pointer of the night for either ball club. And Manson with 5 quick ones here. The Bison lead. First time tonight. 10-8 is the count.
Manson's 4 3-pointers, the key in the win last night over USD.
And it wasn't so much the numbers as it was when he made them. Crucial times. Leiferman right around Wenchlog. And through Lingo for an easy 2, and we're tied at 10.
Wenschlag looking for Leiferman to throw the ball back out toward the top of the key, and Pete just took him along the baseline.
I really like the way South Dakota State at least applies some pressure at the three-quarter court to disrupt the offensive flow. This is Lingo. Nice touch by the junior college transfer out of Wahpeton Science. So the Bison off to a pretty good start here with South Dakota State, a team that has beaten them handily twice this year. Vandy Wettering in traffic, rejected by Wenschlag. He got some help at the low post. Out to Lingo, to Manson. Lingo again, and the Bison are on the same level they were on last night. Quickly for three, not just it won't go, cleared away by Griffin. And North Dakota State, not known for fast breaking, looking for the transition. Lingo for three. Can't get it to go. Natchez clears it away to Showers, and Jimmy Thorson's going to go to his bench tonight.
Well, especially if this pace keeps up.
Yeah, going to be dead tired in a few minutes. We're coming up on the 14-minute mark here in the first half. A 4-point Bison lead. Loose ball, Leiferman can't handle it. And they're going to call possession, and it's going to go to North Dakota State, I believe it is.
Good defense by Wenschlag that time to knock the ball loose from Leiferman, and then Pete just went and got it and wrapped it up, and the held ball goes to the Bison.
Brad Timmerman checks in, who came off the bench last night and scored 10 points in that 9-point win over Mankato State. And Jason Schutz also checks in for South Dakota State. The Bison are going to go with Troy Hartman and Torrey Harris. Harris known for some excellent strength under the boards. Let's see how they match up. Mundine down low to Hartman. He's quickly rejected. He ate that one from Schutz. Showers to Natchez, and that's going to be on Mundine. So that'll be the third team foul on North Dakota State. And Mundine limping off the court. Bart Manson checks in now. Brothers out of Minot, North Dakota.
Watch Timmerman go up and get this one. Number 40 says, get that out of here.
Well, he's got quick hands. Troy Smith, who came off the bench last night and finished with 16. He wears number 24. He's in the ball game now. Natchez to Bauman. This is Smith right here. Shoots cross court. Jabbar couldn't handle that one. 14-10. Bison lead it. 13:35 remaining in the first half.
That is not the way to beat a zone defense. That pass will get you in trouble every time.
So both teams have gone to the bench here. Bart Manson to Jeff Griffin. And Griffin nails the jumper. And North Dakota State opens up their biggest lead of the game at 6 points. Coming off a night where they shot 54% last night, their best performance of the season. Smith rejected by Harris, shoots, boards it outside to Bauman, into the corner, Natchez won't go. And there's Harris, the rebounding we talked about. Here comes Manson, the alley-oop to Griff. No, cleared away by Bauman. Nice defense for South Dakota State, the way they got back. Timmerman clears it out. This is Smith, high off the glass. Strong rebound. Timmerman rejected, fouled by Torrey Harris. Harris and Hartman are those kids that have fouls to give when they come off the bench. And when you take it down low, you're going to get hit against them. So this is Rops coming in for South Dakota State.
And a battle to get to the ball, and a little bit of contact there. Not a lot, but enough for Harris to pick up his first.
So Timmerman goes to the line tonight for the first time. That is the most forgiving iron I've ever seen. I mean, yesterday Morningside was playing Northern Colorado, and in the Sioux game against St. Cloud, not that time. Timmerman, he makes one of two. Quickly down the floor. Hartman up top, down low to Harris. That's the scouting report on him. Not great hands, but a physical rebounder.
Well, he certainly had the position if he was able to haul it in to turn and put in the bucket.
So Bauman running the show now for South Dakota State. We're at the 12:30 mark. Bison lead it by 5. Smith with a nice first step. Shuts it at the baseline, gets it back. Bison going to a zone defense with their reserve offense. And another turnover. South Dakota State with 4 turnovers, and Griff throws it across. It'll stay with the Bison. Rob Stefanowicz from Crosby Divide, North Dakota, checks in the ball game for Ross Manson. A couple of Western North Dakota kids switching in the lineup. Full court pressure again by the Jacks. Bison actually have handled it pretty well so far, Jeff. I mean, it hasn't really bothered them that much.
Now this is where you test your pregame meal here to see how many carbohydrates you had. This is a tough one.
And Bauman off the rejection. Ill-advised shot by Bart Manson. North Dakota State switching back to a man-to-man defense. It's 16-11. We're inside the 12-minute mark in the first half. Shoots back outside. Rops with the basketball. Now they swing it to Smith, and we got a whistle away from the ball. It could be on Stefanowicz. It is. So that'll be the 4th team foul on North Dakota State. The Jackrabbits have only 1 team foul.
Foul on number 24, Smith.
And there's a timeout on the floor. The Bison lead it 16-11. You're watching the NCC 8 live from the Sioux Falls Arena.
Mr. Gary Olson, President and CEO of Norwest Bank, Region 6.
Once again, your community, Norwest Bank, is proud to be corporate sponsor of the North Central Conference basketball tournament. We are committed to the support of higher education across the region and to helping make college possible for every student who dreams the dream of a
Right at the Sioux Falls Arena, and Jeff a little bit more vocal than last night's game.
Well, I think so. I think that the South Dakota State fans know that they need to support their team well. They have always supported them well in the past, and especially in this building. The crowd would have been better, obviously, if USD had won, but this makes for a more intriguing matchup, I think, with number 8 trying to win again.
Here's Bauman. Gets it. Rops. Shoots. Nice play. Work it against Hartman. Had the position and put it down.
Up.
And Bart Manson struggling with the pressure and fouled by Rops.
That's a freshman mistake by Tom Rops. Did a great job on defense to knock the ball away, but didn't know when to let up and carried his momentum a little bit too far and picked up the backcourt foul.
I think NDSU is gambling, having only 1 guard bring the ball up the floor. They're going to need a little bit more help than that. Stefanowicz takes it in from Griffin. South Dakota State does a great job of trapping the ball at 3/4 court. Griff gets it back to Stefanowicz. Man-to-man defense for South Dakota State. They come up top to Griff. Harris is trying to get position down low. Now he's at the high post. They go to Hartman, and they battle it away, and another turnover. And here come the Jacks. Bauman. Rops looking down low. Has to come back out to Bauman. Bison lead at 16-13. Troy Smith. Timmerman should have an offensive advantage on Harris there. He's got a little bit better movement.
One advantage for the Jacks. Their shot clock is working. The Bison shot clock is not right now, and I'm surprised that they're leaving it on.
And I'm surprised that Tom Billiter hadn't said something about it. We got a whistle down low. And this will be on North Dakota. No.
Yeah, I think it's going to go against Hartman.
Yeah.
But no, it's not. No. It's going to go against Schutz. And now they're talking to Willie Sanchez about the shot clock. And we'll see if what they do is turn off the one at the Jacks end. As they call for the electrician.
Yeah, they call him.
Oh, this is nothing. 2 years ago, we were doing a high school tournament here, and the entire scoreboard went out in the middle of it. But the Sioux were able to stay in it and win it by a point.
You notice that in this tournament, every team that has won in this tournament has had to go to the bench and get production.
Yep. No question about it.
Stefanowicz with a nice move. Lingo in traffic. Can't create it. Stefanowicz can't save it. It's going to the Jacks.
I think the rest of his teammates had kind of given up on a pass. They were expecting a shot.
Well, that's what happens when you got a 6'3" forward. He's got great vertical and a good, quick first step, but sometimes when you're in that deep, you're just not going to get it off in this conference.
Not a classic post-up player is what you're saying.
No. He was really a run-and-gun player in junior college at Wahpeton Science in North Dakota and was highly recruited, and the Bison were lucky to land him.
Whoop, offensive.
It is. That's going to be on Troy Smith. Smith comes off the bench but logs a lot of time. In the 2 games that they beat North Dakota State, he played over 25 minutes off the bench.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it again. It was Wenschlaw getting over there. I think Thorson just kind of wants to put his guards in there, rotate them in there, see which guys really have it that night, and then he kind of makes up his mind on who to go with.
We've got another official problem here. They stop play.
They're still working on the shot clock. Well, whatever they're doing right because it's working. Let them work. And now we have another discussion. There's 9:28 left in the first half, and North Dakota State is up 16-13, and we are having our second stoppage of play.
What happened is the shot clock is buzzing.
Okay.
Even as it's at 41, it's acting as if it's down to 0.
Okay, and that would be a problem.
Showers returning for the Jacks.
Well, they're going to talk to both coaches at midcourt now, and they may just shut them off. I think he's asking the coaches what they want to do. I know Tom would like to play it. I don't think Jim wants to stop the game either. I mean, the shot clock is not going to determine the outcome of this game. That's the first thing. It has silenced the crowd again.
Well, whatever Willie Sanchez said to Tom Billiter, he immediately pulls his guys over to the bench, and I guess they're just going to inform him as to...
Well, you don't want it to affect your team. You know, you want your team to be mentally ready. And
the funny thing is, the way this game has gone for the first 10 minutes, the shot clock has basically been pretty obsolete. They haven't really even needed it.
No, not at all. Here's Lingo into Bart Manson. He draws the trap up to Lingo again. Lingo down low to Wenschlaw, and Wenschlaw is fouled on the attempted jam, but a year ago he would have never done that, Jeff. He just was not that aggressive. He'd have stopped and popped that 6-7 foot jump shot, and that's one thing Tom Billiter has brought to Wenschlaw's game in the first year of coaching is an aggressive style.
Well, when you're 6'11", you've got to do this every time you get the ball within sniffing distance of the basket. You've got to make them defend you, and the only way to do that is to take it to the hole. And then be a good free throw shooter because you're going to get fouled a lot.
Wenschlaw can't make it go, but the Bison still lead 16-13 with 9:18 remaining here in the first half. Ed Schultz with Jeff Harkness from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Showers down the floor for the Jacks. It's a man-to-man defense for the Bison. Coming up on the 9-minute mark, still a 3-point game. Smith won't go. Rops tips it into the corner, and Ross Manson clears it for the Bison. Bart Manson, his brother, running it up the floor. This is Stefanowicz passing up the shot. Bart won't, and it's down. 3-pointer for Bart Manson.
Well, those Mansons can shoot the 3, can't they?
And their dad's a high school coach at Minot High School. Did they have the green light in high school or what?
So they're a year apart, so they must have played together for 3 years on the varsity level?
You betcha. And Bart went to a junior college in California, then transferred into North Dakota State after a year.
And the Jacks right now self-destructing, pick up another offensive foul, can't even get a shot off. And they're slowly falling farther and farther behind in this game.
Well, we talked about the 54% from the field last night with the Bison, but that, Jeff, was their best defensive effort of the season, without question.
And obviously, if you only average 66 points a game, you need to play good defense.
You do.
The foul was on Showers, by the way, his first.
Manson, nice pass to Wenschlaw.
Beautiful.
Well, they've been playing together for 3 years. Those things are going to happen every now and then. Baseline drive. Rejected quickly. Notches couldn't get it off. And again, Wenschlaw, who is second in school history in block shots down low. This is going to be Lingo in traffic. Loses that again. Here comes Smith. Now Manson is on Smith. That should be an easy 2 for Smith. He was looking for it. Winchlog clears it to Bart.
He just lost it.
Should have shot it. Cleared away nicely by Natchez.
Lingo mistimed his jump, and that gave Natchez a chance to take the ball.
It's 21-13. The Bison coming up on the 7-minute mark. Still with the lead here against the Jacks. UND is in the championship game. Could we see Bison Sioux 3? Leiferman. Nice touch for the big guy, but it doesn't fall that time. Cleared away by Manson. South Dakota State, the last 4 possessions, has gotten 1 shot at the bucket. Here comes Griffin. And Jeff Griffin warming up. His first 2 on the night.
Oh, the Jacks just look stunned right now.
Well, this is exactly what happened to South Dakota last night. The same attitude, same approach. Nice 3-pointer that time by Ryan Natchez. Here come the Bison, 23-16. Showers going for the steal. Bart Manson clears it back to Ross from 18. I can't believe it.
Red hot.
This is not the same team that went to South Dakota and Morningside just a week ago. You know, that's amazing. The Bison were down by 46 at Morningside last weekend, and then they come into this tournament and beat the conference champion. Unbelievable. Natchez, nice touch.
Well, he's starting to heat it up now.
2 threes in a row for Ryan Natchez. And it's 25-19.
If you're Tom Billiter, you hope you just get a big enough lead so when your shooting does cool off, and it probably will, that you have a big enough cushion to work with.
Lingo with a nice feed across the lane off the hand of Timmerman, and it will stay with North Dakota State. And Vandy Wettering and Bauman check back in as Timmerman and Smith sit down for South Dakota State. Torrey Harris comes in for the Bison. Winchlog will take a breather.
Bauman has been very quiet. This is a guy who hit for 25 against the Bison in Brookings. Has just 3 so far, and he has the rebound.
Manson's shot too far. Bauman clears it off to Showers. Jermaine Showers dishes into the corner to Bauman, and Griff gets a piece of it clean. Jeff Griffin, a great vertical. South Dakota State being very patient, down by 6. NDSU, the Cinderella of the tournament, the number 8 team. And Natchez misses that one, and it goes out of bounds. Stefanowicz will come back in for the Bison, and Bart Manson will sit down.
You kind of find it hard to believe that the Jacks worked the ball that long to get that shot. It really was not the end result that they had hoped for.
This is not the formula that the Jackrabbits used last night. They were pounding the ball inside at the low post against Mankato.
And they did tonight for the first couple of minutes very successfully.
And all of a sudden, they've become outside shooters. This is Griff with a nice drive. He'll pull it from 10 and gets the roll. Nice shooter's bounce by Jeff Griffin. 27-19. Tom Billiter. If they didn't know him around the conference before this weekend, they know him now.
Well, certainly you can't discount the great shooting by North Dakota State, but what's also as important is they're getting themselves in position for those high percentage shots. They aren't throwing in a bunch of junk. They're throwing in good 10 to 12-foot shots.
Showers, too strong. Lingo clears it away to Ross Manson with 4:40 remaining in the first half. Jeff Griffin out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Down low to Harris. He couldn't handle that. Second time tonight, Harris has had a hard time finding the handle. 27-19, Bison lead it, and the door is open now for the Jacks to get something going. NDSU scoreless in their last 2 possessions. They come up top to Natchez. This is Bauman. Leiferman is being covered by Harris down low. There's a good match for the Jacks, but Natchez couldn't get the range. Leiferman with a trash bucket pulls it down.
And that's where Leiferman and Van de Wettering work so well together. Van de Wettering knocks the ball loose. Leiferman there to pick up the garbage in the easy bucket. Oh, and almost a backcourt violation.
Stefanowicz couldn't get it to Manson. Leiferman clears it to Bauman. This is Bauman at the top of the key. Showers against Manson. We're inside the 4-minute mark. First half action. Showers. And another turnover. Bison ball.
Boy, Van de Wettering has a huge size advantage on the inside, and the Jacks just are not taking advantage of it.
NDSU picking up where they left off last night. They lead it by 6. 3:51 remaining in the first half. It's the NCC 8 from Sioux Falls, and we'll be back.
To play
Teams in the southern part of the North Central Conference. And it's been a fun league this year. We've seen a lot of balance in the conference this year. I really thought that Morningside was going to get UND earlier tonight. They've had a nice team all year long.
Well, it's that old adage, and you hate cliches, but when they ring true, it's hard to beat the same team 3 times in the same season, and Morningside couldn't pull it off, and South Dakota State's not pulling it off right now.
Mundine gets it up to Griffin, so the pressure that we have not seen from the Jackrabbits the last 5 minutes did not work this time. Lingo. They can't handle his passes. Out to Stefanowicz. They swing it to Jeff Griffin. Griffin against Bauman. Ooh, he might have gotten away with a travel there. Mundine. Nice ball movement by North Dakota State. Look at Lingo. He gets the roll. He's fouled. It's going to be a 3-point play opportunity for Jeff Lingo.
Well, that's just a fundamental breakdown on defense. Number one fundamental is stop the ball when it's driving into the lane. No one from the Jacks willing to step forward and stop Lingo. He's got an open avenue to the bucket. And to make matters worse, you foul him as he's going in. Showers, and it's his second, and Showers fouled him after the ball and even after it left his hand.
North Dakota State has an opportunity to go in with a commanding lead at halftime. We're coming up on the 3-minute mark, and it's their biggest lead of the game so far at 9.
And now they're going a little token pressure.
Smith gets it back to Bauman. Bauman and Stefanowicz. No, they're going to put Griffin on Bauman. Tom Billiter making a lot of changes. They got Mundine on Natchez. Van de Wettering. Bauman. The quick hook by the big guy.
Well, you knew
Wettering.
You knew they had to get him involved at some point. He's got a 4, 5, 6 inch height advantage on everyone they got covering.
Well, this is NDSU's short lineup. Why not? This is Lingo breaking the press. Nice glide move into the paint. So Lingo goes into double figures with 10 of NDSU's 32 points. Natchez won't go. Loose ball to Mundine in the land of Giants. Here he comes, the little guy. It's a 3-on-2, and Lingo wasn't ready for it.
It looked good up until the missed pass. The Jacks do not want to get in a running game with this team. Not the way they're playing tonight.
2:15 remaining in the first half. Smith down low to Bauman. Nice pass across to Leiferman, and Leiferman scoring.
Draw the defense, dish to the open man.
That's a big bucket, cutting it to 7, less than 2 minutes. Mundine with a reverse layup, throws up a prayer. Leiferman clears it. That opens the door for the Jacks. Natchez, iron to iron. And that's going to be a foul on Griffin. Could have been goaltending on Torrey Harris.
Let's see if they call it on the drive. The shot is academic. And they were calling it on the drive, so the shot did not even matter. There you see Natchez going to the hole pretty strong, and it was a bit of a bump. Not a big bump.
I think that the officiating in this tournament yesterday and today, I think they call a lot of close stuff. I mean, they're not allowing too much contact, especially in that UND game that we just saw a few moments ago.
There were some definite touch fouls in that game.
Natchez, who's buried 2 3-pointers here tonight, draws South Dakota State to a 32-27 deficit. So they're closing the gap after being down 30-21. They've outscored the Bison now, 6-2. Here comes Griff to Hartman. Down low, Winchlog. Winchlog misses the gimme.
You got to dunk that.
Van de Wettering clears it away. Minute 20 remaining in the first half. 32-27 Bison. That hurts when you get that kind of a pass from a high-low situation and can't put it down. Smith. Bauman goes weak side. Down low, Leiferman on the fade. Oh, he's living right. Nice fadeaway, one-handed jump shot.
He's given away 3 inches against the number 2 shot blocker in NDSU history and put it up over him.
The Jackrabbits in the last 2 minutes on an 8-2 run. Griffin pulls up on the baseline, and Jeff Griffin nails his 6th point of the first half with 35 seconds remaining. That stopped the Jackrabbit 8-2 run. A big shot by Jeff Griffin. Runs and gaps. That's basketball. Back outside to Natchez. To Bauman. Got away with the travel there. Over to Smith. The South Dakota State coaches here were saying that Griffin got away with a double dribble here on that last bucket he made. They're going to run it down. It's 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Smith from the free throw line.
Just the way they drew it up on the chalkboard.
That's his first 2 of the ball game. That ball is gone, and the first half is over. And North Dakota State takes a 34-31 lead into the locker room. The Bison playing very well here in the first half, led 30-21, but then an 8-2 run closed the gap. Let's go over to Jeff Harkness. He's with head coach Jim Thorson of South Dakota State.
Jim, who are these guys, the number 8 seed, making another run, and they've got you guys playing for your lives right now?
Yeah, they're out hustling us a little bit, getting up down the floor on us, and shooting the ball very well, coming off screens and finding their open people, and we've just got to pick it up a notch here to get ourselves going again.
You seem to establish the inside game pretty well early on, and then you seem to go away from it. Was that them taking you out of it, or a conscious effort?
No, just a change in offenses, and then we went back to it here towards the end here and got back inside and seemed to find some open people and get things going again.
What are the key adjustments now you need to make?
Well, we just need to get ourselves going here. We're awful flat, it seems like. A lot of timeouts and the shot clock problems like that made it a funny half to try to get any momentum going. We just got to pick it up ourselves.
Okay, good luck in the second half, Jim. Thanks very much. Ed?
Okay, thanks, Jeff. 34-31. We're at half.
Surprised when he said that they made a conscious effort to go away from the inside game for a while there in the first half and then go back to it. I'm not sure they needed to go away from it.
Well, it didn't really disrupt the rhythm. NDSU was able to make a run. They opened up a 30-21 lead, but then it was an 8-2 run by the Jacks. So here we go. Bauman will put it in play.
There is a silver top answer.
Maybe.
Bison going with their starting 5 again. Both teams are. Natchez puts it in as Showers. Jermaine Showers. Bauman against Griffin. Double low post offense. That's the way the Jacks opened up the ball game. Now they come up top to Vandy Wetterling, and he throws that one out of bounds, and that's why the Jacks started the ball game. Couldn't get it to Leiferman down low. Mundine against Showers. The Jacks open up in a man-to-man, and the Bison go to the spread offense. Wenschlag to Mundine. Lingo in traffic, and he took the foul right there. That's going to be on Leiferman. Lingo does roam the baseline quickly, and he moves quite a bit on offense, and he has to do things that other players can't do because he's 6'3".
Watch Pete Leiferman left of your screen try to put the air brakes on, and boom, foul.
Manson almost threw it away.
Oh, almost a walk.
Griffin with a nice move to the iron. Jeff Griffin. Quickly up the floor. Natchez. I think South Dakota State was looking for the transition bucket that time off the inbound, but NDSU did a good job of getting back on defense. Wenschlag against Leiferman. Easy 2 for the big guy for South Dakota State.
And I think you're going to see a lot more of that in this half. Go back to that inside game. They really didn't challenge Wenschlag too much in the first half.
Ross Manson, I talked to Rich Glass at halftime, and he says, can you believe the Bison? I says, no, I can't. He says, they're playing like they're conference champions. Griffin with a nice move. Nice tip inside by Wenchlog.
That's what you need from your 6'11" guy there to mop up things when they go awry.
Showers down low to Natchez.
Whoa.
Forcing the adjustment was Wenchlog, and here comes Jeff Griffin right over us. Thanks, Griff. Oh, Jim Thorson doesn't like the call. They're going to give it. It's going to go to North Dakota State. They get it into Lingo the hard way. Lingo to the iron, throws up a prayer. We're going the other way. Both the Bison women and the Sioux women won tonight. So with one game to go, they're tied for the conference.
What else is new, right? With the Yagi women in hot pursuit.
Showers over to Bauman. Bison now going to his own defense. First time they've done that here in the second half. Natchez, does he have the cure? No. Rebound, Griff. Jeff Griffin clears it away, and North Dakota State continues to answer the challenge.
Oh, dangerous.
Yep. Left his feet, got in trouble. Mundine was there to save him. Mundine, not an outside shooter, and that is a stupid foul by Leiferman. Your big guy coming out at the CBA three-point line to take a foul on a guard with 17:28 remaining.
Yeah, it's fine to come out to stop the ball, but to reach in plain sight of everyone just doesn't make a lot of sense. Only his second foul.
Manson and Mundine works against Showers. Bison with a double high post offense. They bring Wenchlog up. Lingo adjusting the shot, too strong. Gets his own. Manson, who's been lighting it up this tournament, short.
Oh,
tipped from Lingo. He'll get it back. And the Bison continue their roll.
Well, they certainly had plenty of chances that time. It didn't look like anyone from State really wanted the ball that badly.
We're inside the 17-minute mark. It's a 7-point Bison lead. Tom Billiter, who did coaching under Lute Olson, this will be a backcourt violation. It should go to the Bison. And it will. Over and back, it's going to North Dakota State. And the Jacks are playing sloppy. It's almost as if the Coyotes and the Jacks have come into this tournament not respecting NDSU. And after you see them play last weekend down by 46 at Morningside, maybe that was the best scouting report Tom Billiter could have given them.
Just make sure you finish 8.
That's right. Manson, Wenchlog, nicely over Schutz and back outside to Manson again. Jeff Griffin. Ooh. The Bison are on a roll.
Key three-pointer.
10-point lead for North Dakota State with 16-13 remaining in the ball game. A great start here in the second half for the Bison. They led it at halftime 34-31. You know what I've noticed in the two ball games, Jeff, is how fresh NDSU looks. They look like a well-rested ball club.
And especially at the tempo they've been playing, especially tonight, they have been getting after it and still managed to keep some fresh legs in there.
15:57 remaining. Tom Billiter, the Cinderella story. Will it continue? They lead by 10. This is the NCC 8, and we'll be back.
Mr. Gary Olson, President and CEO of Norwest Bank, Region 6.
Once again, your community, Norwest Bank, is proud to be corporate sponsor of the North Central Conference basketball tournament. We are committed to the support of higher education across the region and to helping make college possible for every student who dreams the dream of a better tomorrow. That's why, again, this year, your community, Norwest Bank, is awarding 70.
As the Jackrabbits have the ball out of bounds.
Back to live action. This is Showers from 18. Hartman boards it. The Division I transfer out of Bismarck, North Dakota. Went to Montana State. Manson to Manson. We got a whistle away from the ball.
Leiferman.
That's going to be Leiferman. See, now that is not a bad foul, but when you come out here to a guard and reach in on a guard at the three-point line, I mean,
And the problem now is you add that stupid foul onto that one that wasn't that bad, and you come up with 3, which puts him into that red zone now in terms of fouls.
15:07 remaining. The Bison holding a 10-point lead. This is Hartman. And Tom Billiter's trying to get some scoring punch out of his bench. Cleared away by Schutz, and here comes Showers. Notches with a drive. Hartman on the defense, and Leiferman's move to the bucket is stopped with a foul. They're going to call that on Bart Manson. That'll be the second team foul on the Bison, 3 on South Dakota State. Well, the Jacks with 19 wins on the season, which is a pretty doggone good year in anybody's book. But the way this conference is, it doesn't look like they're going to take 3 teams. It looks like they'll take South Dakota, a team with 23 wins on the year, and then the conference tournament champion.
Well, and how about you go 11-7 in the conference, and you're still the 5th place team, and it shows you the balance up and down. There were 4 or 5 teams in the middle of the pack that you could just throw a blanket over.
Showers takes it away from Bart Manson, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line. That's going to be on Jeff Lingo. Well, Bart Manson got tied up in the corner on the double team. They should have never passed it into him there.
Showers lucky he got fouled because he wasn't going to do anything with his shot. He was throwing up a wild one. Not a lot of contact again.
No, we mentioned that earlier tonight. They're calling him tight in this tournament.
Showers, for just a freshman out of Racine, Wisconsin, has had a pretty solid year. NCC leader in steals. Averaged just 7 points a game for the Jacks. Scored 13 in the Jacks win over the Bison at Frost Arena in Brookings in February. Also had 4 rebounds, which is not bad for a 6'1 player.
We're inside the 15-minute mark.
We may see full court pressure the rest of the way for the Jacks.
Well, the Jacks got to do something offensively. They've scored only 5 points here in the second half. Griffin dribbling a little bit high, working against Smith. This is Manson to Manson. Showers. Lingo, nice toss down low to Hartman, but he can't finish it off.
Looks like Notches got over there for the late, maybe partial deflection.
Hartman was looking for the foul. He didn't get the call there. This is Smith working against Griffin. Notches against Manson. Now Timmerman, who had a good game off the bench last night with 10. Shoots inside, no good. Hartman clears it away, loses it. Gets those elbows high. 14 minutes remaining, 43-36. North Dakota State surprising everyone here in Sioux Falls with their play. And Jeff Griffin, that might have been tending, but it got off the board and down.
Well, Schutz might have actually tipped that one in. I'm not sure.
He did. It hit his hand off the glass and down. But Griffin gets credit for the bucket. This is Showers outside. The Bison with a 9-point advantage. Showers for 3. His first 3-pointer of the night.
Look how quickly the Bison get the ball off the floor. Right out of the net and right up to half court. Now they throw it away.
Picked off by Notches. The cross-court pass by Griffin. Do the Jacks have something going here? Smith wants to bury something. Timmerman to Showers, to Notches. They swing it on the perimeter. This is Smith for 3. It won't go. Big rebound. Showers in the putback.
We mentioned he plays a lot bigger than 6'1", and that's a key rebound for the freshman.
Well, the Jacks have cut it to 4 after being down by 10. 6 unanswered points.
Oh.
Hartman is struggling tonight.
Boy.
Hartman has missed 3 shots in tight and couldn't put the hands on that pass.
Hartman was pitching a tent and building a campground down there. He was down there so long, wide open, and by the time he finally got the ball, he was so frustrated that it just went right through his hands.
12:45 remaining. NDSU holding a 4-point lead. Whistle away from the ball, and this is not Hartman's night. That's going to be on him.
Well, he and Schutz are having a battle on the inside. Every time you look up, you see 140 attached to the other 40, and they look like Siamese twins. And there you see them wrapping up on the inside.
So Hartman with his first personal foul, 4th team foul on the Bison, will go out, and Tourney Harris will check in. Back up to Timmerman. Shoots with a nice touch, but it won't go. Lingo keeps it alive and then finally clears it to Bart Manson. The Bison looking for a transition. This is Stefanowicz. Jeff Lingo to Tourney Harris, and he is pushed. That's going to be on Shoots.
Should be a non-shooting foul. We'll see what they call. And they do call the non-shooting. And you'll see as the ball goes down low, number 40 come over, shots right there, and there's the shove, and the turnover for North Dakota State.
Showers with a nice create down the lane and gets the nice shooter's bounce. Showers has now sparked South Dakota State. They have gone on an 8-0 run. And it's 45-43 with 12 minutes remaining. Can the Bison keep the dream alive? South Dakota State starting to play with a lot more confidence, and Ross Manson with a nice drive and in.
That's a real strong move, and again, the Jacks breaking down on defense. No one there to stop the penetration.
Well, one of the Jacks players picked the guy guarding Manson, and he just went around it. Back to a 4-point advantage for North Dakota State. The Jacks on a 8-2 run right now inside. And that foul is going to be on Tourney Harris. And Jason Wenchlog will come back in for North Dakota State. Lingo's going to sit down. 11:31 remaining. It's a 4-point game. Dustin Payne, this kid's a freshman out of Fargo Shanley High School, a great 3-point shooter, but his defense is suspect. And when Tom Billiter puts him in, they're going to start shooting the threes right now. He's got a beautiful shot, but he's a youngster. Schutz is perfect with his free throw. 47-44. 11:31 remaining here. The Sioux have advanced to the championship game tomorrow night with a nice come-from-behind win over Morningside in the first semifinal game. And Schutz scans the 2 free throws, and we're back to a 2-point situation here. It's the semifinals, the second game. The Bison by 2, and we'll be back.
My husband Mark and I planned on a lot of things. A nice house, sending our son to college, and a comfortable retirement. We didn't plan on his early death. Mark made a lot of promises.
Don't worry, Mom, I'll study hard.
And you know, he kept those promises.
Protect your family's dreams. See a Farm Bureau agent about life insurance. The Farm Bureau family. Our most important policy is caring.
To play this game, you got to have the drive. You got to have the moves. You got to have the love. But most importantly...
Hey, man, you get the ball? No, I ain't got the ball. You got it? Say what?
No, you got to have the ball.
Somebody better bring the ball. Supposed to bring the ball?
Hey, Chops. Want a game?
The new street ball. It's a Rawlings. It's only $4.99 and only at Pizza Hut. Get one, because nobody plays without the ball.
It's 47-45 with 11:31 remaining here. Jeff, want to tell you it's been fun hooking up with KSFY on this network here doing the North Central Conference postseason tournament. We should remind our viewers that if North Dakota State wins tonight, they will play North Dakota, the Sioux, tomorrow night in the second game, and that's the only game that WDAZ and WDAY will televise. That will be the second game, which is scheduled to start at 8:30 or 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
Right, which will probably be more around 8:30, but
yeah.
they want us to say 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, and then for the South Dakota viewers, we'll be on here regardless. So we'll carry both games tomorrow night for you, win or lose for the Jacks tonight.
So Bart Manson runs the show now against Showers. Over to Stefanowicz against Bauman. Tight man-to-man defense for South Dakota State. Wenchlog on the turnaround, and he's got it. Jason Wenchlog, who has really come into his own the latter part of the season. He's playing his best basketball of his career right now.
I'm sure he learns more every game he plays.
So much of this game is confidence. Now here's a mismatch. Smith against Payne, and we've got a whistle down low. That's going to be on Stefanowicz pushing off on Bauman.
Yep, he just wrapped an arm around Bauman and grabbed him around the waist.
Now if Jim Thorson sees this matchup, and he does, he just told Troy Smith to go to work on the rookie.
Yep.
Let's see what happens here. They go to Timmerman. Harris clears it away.
Nobody home underneath.
Bart Manson trying to make something happen. Nice tip by Winchlog. North Dakota State 51. The Jackrabbits 45 with 10:39 remaining in the ball game. South Dakota State looks like they've picked up the tempo a little bit more, Jeff. They are really moving on offense more, and that foul is going to go on Torrey Harris, I believe.
Well, I think they've seen what the Bison have done at the other end, and that's create your own opportunities. Find those open avenues to the bucket by moving the ball.
It is on Harris, 44.
And Schutz finds the opening to the bucket there, and he gets some free throws out of it.
Third personal on Harris, and Tom Billeter is going to make wholesale changes. Lingo, Mundine, Griffin, and Manson come in. Stefanowicz, Manson, Dustin Payne, and Torrey Harris sit down. 4 of 5 are fresh for the Bison. Griffin still on the floor. 10:28 remaining. Nice touch by the big kid, and he's a youngster. South Dakota State always has a great three-point shooting guard, but they have not been a three-point shooting team this year. Talking to Jim Thorson before the game, says they have just been very inconsistent. Nice pickoff by Smith to Timmerman. Bauman's for
been
three.
He's been asleep. He could use one.
And Winchlog clears it away. Winchlog, folks, actually playing mean tonight. He's got that look on his face. This is a new Jason. This is the postseason Jason. Griff against Bauman. Can't find a move. Back to Manson. Ooh, and it's a kick taken away now. Schutz, they'll get it over for an easy layup. Timmerman against Griffin, and that's going to be a foul on Jeff Griffin. So with 9:55 remaining, the Bison sending the Jackrabbits to the line the last two possessions.
Well, even on a breakout, nothing coming easy for South Dakota State tonight, as Timmerman's going to have to knock down free throws instead of that easy two-footer.
I'm surprised how Jeff Griffin defended that. He was looking for the charge instead of just going up for a guy which is actually his size and trying to block the shot.
And especially, you got to realize at some point, I'm going to get there way too late to take a charge. I've just got to go for the block or let him go in uncontested.
Timmerman puts a couple of free throws down. It's a two-point game. The Bison led at 1 point by 10. And South Dakota State slowly turning the tables here in Sioux Falls. If the Bison lose this game tonight, then we would televise both games starting at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Winchlog inside after the foul, though. No shot. Schutz on the foul for South Dakota State.
They still have a couple to give before they get into the penalty situation.
Lingo to Manson. Short, way short. Loose ball. Mundine comes out with it. Lingo with a nice move to the iron. Oh, it won't fall this time, and it's cleared away by Timmerman. Out to Bauman. Here comes Showers. The Jacks are looking for points, and Showers will take it, and he is fouled big time. Leiferman and Natchez are going to come back in for South Dakota State. We're coming up on the 9-minute mark.
And again, this is a situation where Showers is just right about here. He's saying, boy, I hope I get fouled because I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing.
Yeah, he dribbled into trouble. That's no question about that.
He got in behind the backboard, and that's where, as a defensive player, you got to sense where the offensive man is and lay off him and say, hey, no way he's going to make a shot here.
You know, there's one shot that you just don't see a lot of in this conference, and that's a fadeaway turnaround jump shot. I don't know why some of the big men in this conference don't develop that shot. That's an extremely tough shot to block.
Goldseth is about the only one that comes to mind that I've seen do it effectively, and he had a couple of them in the early game tonight.
Again, pressure. It's a 1-point game. Lingo up the floor to Griffin. And there's no question about it. South Dakota State has picked up their intensity. And Griffin in the lane. Loose ball. And they're going to jump it. It's going to go to South Dakota State, and the Jackrabbits. Whoa, wait a minute.
Nope. The Bison keep it.
North Dakota State puts it in play. Manson to Mundine. Way down at the low post. Out to Lingo and an easy 2. Lingo having a night tonight. Lingo unofficially for 16 points. 8:44 remaining. 53-50. The Bison leading it. Back to a zone defense for the Bison. They used it sparingly in the first half tonight. This is the first time they've used it in the second half. Interesting how Tom Billiter changes defenses when South Dakota State's been on a pretty good run here to close the gap from 10 down to 1, and now it's a 3-point difference.
Not a good shot that time by Showers.
No, it wasn't. And that zone might have had something to do with it. Manson alone for 3. It's an air ball.
Well, that wasn't a good shot either.
No, it wasn't. Here we go. Showers up the floor to Natchez.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice move.
Wow.
53-52. Mundine. 7:50 remaining. Griffin. You can just feel how South Dakota State has picked up the intensity. 2 straight air balls by the Bison.
Winchlag thought he was Kareem for a minute there.
And South Dakota State's probably thinking now the real Bison team is starting to show up. Natchez. No, it won't go. A foul inside. And they're going to call that one, I believe, on Winchlag over the back on the rebound. It is. Jason Winchlag over the back.
And the amazing thing for South Dakota State right now is that they're doing it without Troy Bauman. He has been non-existent in this game, as you see the push that time by Winchlag. Bauman has got the goose egg right now. He has zipped. Averaged 11 points a game. He had 25 against this Bison club in Brookings, but he has been held scoreless.
He hasn't taken the shots.
No. I can think of maybe 2 he's attempted, and that's about it.
Leiferman misses the free throw. This can tie it with 7:31 remaining, and here we go. We are tied at 53. There's a timeout on the floor, and we'll do the same. 7:31 remaining. North Dakota State and South Dakota State tied at 53. It's the NCC 8, and we'll be back.
Anybody can with Handyman.
See the showers on sale this week at Handyman. This economy shower with faucet and curtain is just $59. Design your own beautiful bath with this corner shower, just $285. Add a bath bay to your home with this quality remodeler at $325. Or save big on this seamless fiberglass bath bay, just $185. Come in and see dozens of showers, all on sale. Who can buy quality showers at great prices?
Anybody can with Handyman.
For all the thousands of words already written about the revolutionary Dodge Intrepid, Automobile Magazine managed to sum it up in just 4. Intrepid. This changes everything.
.53, 7:31 to play.
Bison with 10 team fouls and South Dakota State with 5.
That could be a pretty telling stat down the stretch here.
Well, the Rabbits have got a few to give. The Bison don't.
Looking up, State has a pretty balanced attack. Notches 10, Showers 11, Leiferman 15. And it's a balanced score right now, 53 all.
You know, the one thing the Bison have been able to do tonight, Jeff, is handle the pressure. I mean, the full court pressure when South Dakota State has used it. NDSU has not been rattled. They've played very aggressive, and they've handled it, something they did not do in the 2 previous games.
Nice play by Notches.
Big turnover to Timmerman. Now to Bauman. Leiferman strong inside. Rabbits lead it by 2.
I couldn't even tell you the last time they had a lead. It has been a long time.
Well, we talked about the pressure, and this time they break it. Harris down low. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Leiferman almost took his knee out on that play going over the top. And he limps up the floor a little bit. South Dakota State with a 2-point lead. This is reminiscent of last night when the Bison fell behind by 8 and somehow found a way to come back. Leiferman pitching a tent in the paint and getting away with it. The shot no good, knocked out of bounds. We're going the other way.
Yep. And the coaching staff is telling Pete, hey, look, you got to shoot that ball. That's not the area you pass it in. That's the area you shoot. And he dished it off to Bauman, and Bauman was in a rebounding position, had no way to get off a decent shot. And I think Troy's about the point now where tonight he just says, don't even throw it to me anymore. I'm not hitting anything.
Well, when Leiferman's in there less than 10 feet, go ahead and take it. Mundine, big play by the Bison guard.
That's strong.
And I got to hand it to Mundine. His play has been much improved here in this tournament as opposed to what he did this season.
He was giving away 10 inches that time to Leiferman and put it right up in his face.
We are tied at 55, 6 minutes to go. North Dakota State trying to advance to the championship game against arch rival UND tomorrow night. And the Jackrabbits looking for a postseason berth. Seems to me that South Dakota State has decided Leiferman's going to be the guy that'll win him this ball game.
Yeah, and they're going to need him, and I don't think you're going to see him pass anymore after the last time when he dumped it off. He's going to take it to the hole every time he gets it now.
Manson on the foul. Loose ball. And the Bison cleared away.
Jackson.
We're going to have a foul on Bauman.
I was all ready to say the Jacks get it on the alternating possession, but then the arm went up indicating foul.
Tied at 55, not a possession call. They call a foul on Troy Bauman. Here comes Mundine. Willie trying to get it across the midcourt line. He does. 5:30 remaining in the ball game. We are tied at 55. This is Lingo. Nice pass inside to Harris. And Harris, who has struggled with the quick pass in the lane tonight, gets his first bucket in there.
And Lingo the key there. Getting the penetration, making the defense sag off and pick him up, and that left Harris open.
Bauman against the zone. Timmerman, he cans the 10-footer. We're tied at 57 inside the 5-minute mark. 16 fouls on South Dakota State, 10 on the Bison. Mundine now working against Bauman. Mundine wants to do something. He does. He draws the foul.
Is that Leiferman? Yes, it is.
Ooh.
Number 4.
That hurts.
And how important does that make that one out away from the basket now, that foul he picked up?
Well, he picked up his 4th foul with Winchlog out of the ball game. I think that's a big key. Yep. And there it is right there. He's just trying to take the baseline away from him. They're going to have to take Vandy Wetterling and put him in on Winchlog when he comes back in the ball game. And they're going to let Leiferman run this thing out with 4:45 remaining, playing with 4 fouls. They're not going to sit him down for the final 2 minutes. 58-57. Mundine makes 1 of 2. Bauman on the nice fadeaway, but it's too strong. Strong rebound by Leiferman, but he loses it out of bounds, out of his hands. The Rabbits will keep it. Lingo got a hand on it as it flew out of the hands of Leiferman. Bauman will put it in play. Now it's interesting.
Got to hurry.
He calls a timeout. Smart move. 4:35 to go. North Dakota State leads by 1. It's the semifinals of the NCC 8 live from Sioux Falls, and we'll return.
Fasten your seatbelt. It's time to go play in the snow.
Leiferman with 17 points, but he's playing with 4 personal fouls right now. On the offensive end, Bauman playing patient. Leiferman from 15. He's got 19 points on the night. And that's going to be a 1-point lead for South Dakota State. The Bison have to find a go-to man now. And Wenschlag could be the guy. With 4 fouls, you got Leiferman on Wenschlag. Why not go to it?
Yep.
Here's Manson. Griffin against Bauman. Good matchup there. That's going to be on Bauman. And that will be the 8th team foul on South Dakota State. Jeff Griffin's got 15 points, the only Bison player in double figures. Manson with 9. Griffin at the line for North Dakota State. No one in the Bison lineup has got 4 personal fouls. That's a big key here. You got 3:38 remaining.
They've done a nice job of spreading their fouls out.
Griffin, 7 of 8 from the field tonight. That free throw no good. We're tied at 59, 3:30 to go. UND has advanced to the championship game. Will it be the Jacks or the Bison? This is Showers against a man-to-man defense. Leiferman pulls Wenschlag away from the bucket. Natchez trying to get something going. Rops with a basketball. Timmerman wouldn't give him a pick. He wants the ball. Tough to get it past.
Oh, they're saying that Showers touched it on the way out of bounds.
Well, the official right on the baseline. That is a gutsy call. I thought it was out on Wenschlag that time. Tied at 59, 3:09 to go. Full court pressure by the Jacks. Mundine working against Showers. Willie Mundine, who's done an excellent job tonight for the Bison. Manson looking down low, can't find help, comes back out to Griffin. Griffin working against Robs. That's a mismatch. They ought to go to Griffin, but Manson takes it and buries a big 15-footer with 2:48 to go, and we got a whistle away from the ball.
Let's see if the basket counts. It does. But we're going the other way.
That's going to be on Jason Wenschlag, and Wenschlag picks up his 3rd personal foul. Wenschlag with 9 points tonight. Manson with 11, the 2nd Bison player to get into double figures.
And now they're trying to decide who's going to shoot the free throws.
Well, they got the official involved here. I've seen teams get technical fouls for doing just that and putting the guy they want at the line. 61-59, the Bison lead it with 2:48 to go. Only 7 conference wins in an 18-game run this year. And now they're on the verge of going to the championship game of the postseason tournament. The Bison won their first postseason game since the 82-83 season last night. The last one they had was against Ferris State. That's what I thought. I wondered, who was it against? And then I read it said Ferris. I don't even remember them on the schedule. So we're 61-60. NDSU leads it by a point. Mundine. Griffin against Rops. He ought to use him. Short, won't go. Wenschlag with a big putback, but he's fouled.
And who's the foul on?
It could be on Leiferman.
Yep.
It is. That'll be gone. 5 on the big guy.
And I heard Pete say to Willie Sanchez, "What did I do?" Let's see, there he is right there. I guess the little touch on the right arm going up. But Pete Leiferman is done.
Leiferman with 5 personal fouls. Schutz comes in for Leiferman. The Bison hanging on to a 1-point lead with 2:31 to go. Now, a mismatch, I think, the last time, and Griffin took the shot on the kid, was Rops on Griffin. I mean, the athletic ability there, Jeff Griffin has got him. In fact, Rops has even got a knee brace on. And they're going to, and Jim Thorson sees that matchup. He's going to take Rops out of the ball game. Wenschlag hits the free throw.
Rops will be a good college player, but in his freshman season, he still has a lot of learning to do. He was one of the more highly touted senior players in South Dakota high school basketball last season.
Schutz clears it away. It's a 2-point Bison lead. 2:25 to go. Bauman with the basketball, bringing it outside. Man-to-man defense for North Dakota State, not just near side against Ross Manson. This is Timmerman. To Bauman on the fadeaway, and Winchlog over the back. Lingo's holding his hand up. Maybe both of them got him.
I think Lingo wants to pick up the foul because Winchlog now has his 4th. It only would have been Lingo's 2nd.
Winchlog picking up 2 quick fouls here in the last 3 minutes. He's the first Bison player with 4 personal fouls, and he's got 10 points. The Bison with 4 players in double figures so far.
And how about this? 2:07 to play in the game, and that's Troy Bauman's first point of the night for a guy who averages 11.
Well, he was the difference in Fargo. It was 95-69 in Fargo. Give him some points tonight, and there you got it. 2 minutes to go, tied at 62. Big possession for North Dakota State. Jeff Griffin against Bauman. Griffin, Winchlog strong, Leiferman on the bench. It's going to be a 3-point play opportunity. Jason Winchlog taking advantage of being the big kid inside, and they just didn't have anybody who could stay with him on that possession.
Well, he responded to the call, and that's to take it up strong. Look at the aggression there. And not only sticks with it, and another South Dakota State player has fouled out now. That's it for Schutz.
Jason Winchlog said on our sports during the week, Jeff, hey, anything can happen.
Yeah, boy, he was right.
It was a cliche, but little did we know they'd be a minute 49 away from the championship game coming up Saturday night against arch rival UND.
And how about 12 points for the senior? That's got to be well above his average.
Our general manager, Mark Prather, is sitting home saying, I told you, Schultz. 64-62, Bison lead it. 90 seconds remaining. Do they shoot the 3? Timmerman, he's tempted. Notches down low to Bauman. Ooh, he's gun shy. In trouble, forces the shot.
Terrible.
It was a terrible shot. Couldn't they get something better than that? Mundine clears it away. He's pushing it up the floor.
Travel, yep.
Yes, he did.
And that's where you said out of control at times, and it hurt him that time.
The door is still open for the Jacks. 64-62 with 1:09. Jim Thorson's up. They're going to milk the clock a little bit. Maybe they'll call timeout. Bauman on the far wing. Our far wing. Your near wing, should I say. This is Showers. 54 seconds remaining. Showers on the baseline over Lingo, and Winchlog again clears it away. And North Dakota State with a 2-point lead. They are 43 seconds away from playing UND in the championship game, and this foul is going to be on Jermaine Showers, and they're going to send one of the finer free throw shooters for the Bison to the free throw line. 41 seconds remaining. Tom Billiter in his first year. He's never been a head coach. Not in high school, not in junior high.
Wow.
I mean, here he is, and what a job.
First time's the charm.
Yes. And Manson puts it down for a 3-point advantage. Tom Billiter from Rice University as an assistant coach. Also worked under Lute Olson at Arizona for a number of years, and this is his first head coaching job, and he won't forget this season. 35 seconds to go. Bison by 4.
I don't know what the Jacks are doing. There's a shot.
Bauman, it's a brick. Lingo keeps it alive and clears it, and he'll be fouled and go to the line, and that could be a chance to ice it for North Dakota State.
Well, I have no idea what the Jackrabbits were doing. They were coming down like they were going to set up in their half-court offense. You're down by 4 points with 30 seconds to play. You got to shoot the ball.
Didn't look like they had any court presence, did it? Guys that know what to do with the ball. 4-point lead. Well, we mentioned what kind of points the Bison have been scoring this year, and they're in the neighborhood right now. They have played a good defensive game tonight. The 2 games that South Dakota State beat the Bison. It was 95-69 and 77-60. So it has been the Bison defense that's come through for them. Lingo hits the free throw, and it's a 5-point lead with 26 seconds remaining. An incredible story. This will go down as one of the all-time great stories in the history of this postseason tournament. This is Smith. Where has he been tonight? Natchez, Brick City, Timmerman.
Shoot the ball.
It's a frantic attempt by South Dakota State. Again, Wenschlag. Loose ball, Showers. He's fouled. It won't go. He'll go to the line shooting 2. But it's down to 7 seconds. And Tom Billiter and the Bison are just 7.4 seconds away from playing UND in the championship game. Here's the replay. This is very indicative of what Jason Wenschlag has been able to do tonight. Ball coming off the iron after taking a shot in the jaw there.
I'm going off anyhow.
And that's going to be 5 personal fouls on Jason Wenschlag, who really came to play tonight. Wenschlag leaves the ball game with 12 points, but he had some crucial rebounds in the final 5 minutes of the ball game. And with 7.4 seconds remaining, a 67-62 Bison advantage. Our coverage will start tomorrow night on WDAY and WDAC at 8 o'clock. Free throw, good by Showers. It's a 4-point game. That's if the Bison win. Our coverage will start tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Free throw is down. 67-64. Lingo inbound to Manson. Manson is fouled quickly by Natchez, and he'll go to the line with 5.6 seconds remaining and a 3-point lead. Tom Billiter asking how many timeouts do the Jacks have. This has been an amazing turnaround for Tom Billiter and the Bison. And I can't emphasize enough, last weekend they played at Morningside and trailed by 46 points. That was on Saturday night. Then on Thursday night, they come here and knock off one of the top teams in the country in South Dakota and turn around the very next night and playing a team they've lost to handily twice, they're going to knock off the Jackrabbits at 68-64. Showers, it won't go. That's it. The Bison are in the championship game against the University of North Dakota tomorrow night.